All right, so we have decided we are breaking free of the bonds of summer beers, at least, lighter summer beers.
Right.
Or,
Right.
the barbecue, the whatever, and we've gone the other way off the cliff.
Correct.
And
Correct, sir.
You've brought something to the table that is going to overwhelm us, destroy us.
We'll find out.
Oh, okay. When will we find out? On this Give It a Shot?
That's right. Right now.
Right now.
Here.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we are about today is the Hop Therapy from Rough Draft Brewing Company in San Diego, California.
New brewery to me.
New to me. New, yeah, very, very new. I don't know how long they've been around, but it's definitely new to us. But what caught me initially when I got this at McGee Road Liquors was the name of the brewery is Rough Draft, and that is one of our segments. We spell it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But that when Andrew takes a lot of the outtakes from our shows, especially from when we used to be audio, and we used to go a lot crazier.
Yeah, we had a lot more. We had a lot more extra material.
Well, and I think because I know it's more difficult to edit the video, so I think we've tried to keep it as
That's
concise and precise as possible. But so we would call those shows a Rough Draft show. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, cool, somebody's named their brewery Rough Draft, and so I got it because I thought that'll be fun. We can have a little tie-in there. And obviously San Diego, a great brewing area.
Yeah.
Ballast Point, Stone. Who else is out there? What's the?
I'm leaving you hanging.
The
in the
place that does the pallet wrecker and Lost Coast.
Green Flash.
Green Flash, all out in that area. So
yeah,
great area for breweries. So this is a new one to us. So we're gonna give this a shot.
We are going to give this a shot. Yeah, I like double IPA, so we're really up in the hop level there, hopefully. We kind of looked at their website just a little bit, which we'll have a link to at AboutBeverages.com. And not a super lot of information about it, but they do have a lot on the side of the bottle. If you're into reading, you can.
Well, there's not a lot of information about that. There's just some just little funny.
Little funny couple paragraphs in there that kind of. Yeah, I think the only thing that is specific to the beer is where they say it's awesome or something like that.
But that's why we're here for the times when the labels or the websites do not provide you with enough information. We're here to bridge that gap. It's just one of the many services we will provide you with here at AboutBeverages.com.
Nice. And pretty moderately priced. You got this for actually a little cheaper than we'd seen at other places.
$8 at, like I said, at McGee Road Liquors. Okay. And what do we say? 9% alcohol. Okay. As far as we can tell, it's available year round.
Yeah, it appears to be year round. They don't have any. They have several different beers. The one we already liked just by the name alone was Freudian Sip.
Freudian Sip.
That's very clever.
Awesome.
We do appreciate that.
Love that.
And that's one we can find. I found that also at Total Wine or maybe McGee Road.
And what style is that?
You know what? I don't remember. I will let me peek here.
Freudian Sip.
I don't. Doesn't say.
Oh, okay. the name says it all.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Right there. American Ale is all it says.
Okay.
It just says. I'm guessing it's a little IPA because it says IBUs are in the 80s. This IBU on this guy is in the high 90s.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So maybe that's there.
Probably in that area. I was initially for some reason with Freudian slip. I was thinking German. I was thinking Sigmund Freud. So I thought it might be like I don't know, like
a Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen, maybe a Belgian something.
Kolsch.
Yeah. So they missed out on that one.
That's about what I'd expect color-wise.
It's definitely
orange.
the darkest thing that we've had.
Yeah,
in a little bit.
Some good carbonation.
Getting more toward the copper. Yeah. Nice little head retention.
Yeah. And even though technically these are just IPA glasses, not double IPA glasses, we decided to go with these anyway.
Are they twice as tall?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they even need like a wider bowl on them. I'm not sure exactly what a double IPA glass would look like.
I'm assuming IPA covers all types of IPAs.
Yeah, I think so. Very savory.
I get the savory, but and at the very end.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling you might say that.
Sweet.
You thinking a little sweet?
Sweet barley wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought you were going to go actually another route. So that makes
what way do you think I was going to go?
I thought you might say the onion ring. Sometimes.
I did, but I'm trying not to say that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought we decided that was not clear and not.
Well, yeah, you probably could be a little bit more specific.
And so yes, savory and spices.
Yeah.
Umami type savory spices.
Umami's a good one. There's something else in here.
But at the end,
Help me with that. It's not just the malt. It's not just the heavier malt that's in there and some of the other things. There's
like I said, at the very end, I get that sweet that it doesn't turn me off, but it's that bordering barley wine sweetness that I get.
Yeah, there's something else in there too, and I just cannot put my finger on it. I don't know if it's in the middle of all that savory and malt. There's a grapefruit citrus that's in the middle.
There is some citrus in there.
Okay, all right, maybe that's
I
it.
would
Like
say
I said,
that too.
because it was because usually that seems to fall into the end of when I'm aromas.
It's kind of sandwiched.
It seems sandwiched in the middle of those two things, and that's kind of what threw me out. Okay, all right, that's definitely what it. Definitely very very strong. Like I said, very very full aroma.
Yes. Like a buttery note there.
There's that, and guess what I get? Salty peanut.
Salty.
There is a salty.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah, there's a salted peanut in there, like the actual not like a Planters peanut, but like the ones where it's still in the shell, and if you actually put the whole shelled full double peanut,
wow.
if you put that in your mouth and suck on it, where you get the salt, and then you get that kind of the outer.
Some
peanut
people actually eat that shell.
That's got to be painful.
Talk to
out.
people who eat that. Yeah, I would think.
Yeah,
unless you chew it up really fine.
I care not for my rectum.
So I chew on the peanut shell.
That's the best way I can think to put that.
Since I care not. I eat the peanut shell.
I think that was in a Shakespeare play. I care not for my rectum.
I care not for my rectum, so I eat the shell of the peanut.
I devour the shell.
The legume known as the peanut.
But yeah, I get. Do you not get that? Like when you take a drink,
I don't.
Wow, really? It's like so. It's so on the nose for me. Like I almost can't believe it. Like it took me like I was like, what is that? Oh my god! It's a salted like that kind of.
I get a little earthiness, maybe, and maybe that's what you were.
Yeah, because if you
able to further define.
Well, because if you have a peanut like that, and you like, because you get the salt, and then it's been in dirt and it's
fibrous,
a little fibrous.
Yeah.
And cardboardy is not a good word,
so
but I mean that in a good way.
We don't actually digest the shell, but obviously we've both had peanut shells in our mouth.
we both had them in our mouth.
We care for our.
When you're a little kid, you like all the salt, and then you then you crack open the peanut shell and whatever. But yeah, no, that's exactly what like the initial flavor tastes like.
It's good. I like that.
I do too. I can't believe you're not getting like to me like it is like so like it's so like
why.
It's so on the nose. It's like overwhelming.
But you're saying taste, not aroma.
Yeah, taste. No. That flavor then goes into the hops that we were just talking about, which is obviously more toward the savory. I still get a little bit of that grapefruit at the back, which is a nice kind of bitter. That kind of because the malt sweetness is not as overwhelming as I thought it was going to be. From the aroma, which is nice, but it's still there's a nice base of a body there, and then goes into like I said goes into me salted peanut, and then transitions and all those things, and I get them all very harmoniously. They all flow well into each other. They're not blended together, but since they all have a little bit each one of those things has a little bit of a touchstone of the next. They mesh together nicely, and I think that's pretty tasty.
Yeah, I get a salt. Like I said, I get some salty. I get the earthy.
Peanut.
I get the salty. I get the earthy. I get the hops. But I don't quite get that. But I wish I did. I'm glad you do.
Well, no,
this just shows that we don't script this, and we don't have the exact same.
And that might not be a good flavor for you. For me, I'm like it reminds me of something, which reminds me of like being a kid and being like I said.
And maybe on another day it might. Maybe for some reason it's just not hitting me that way, but that's good. So would Rachel like that? Is that enough?
I don't know. I'm interested. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have her try that when she gets back.
No, I like it.
Some of that. But no, I think that's really good. That's definitely
a good first step.
Good first step. It looks like we can find maybe 2 or 3 more of these here locally. I haven't seen all of them. Like I said, so I'm excited because I would like to try some other ones that they've done. This is definitely that's always nice when you get that. When they break the ice with a good beer, or we at least make a decent enough choice.
We picked the right one.
You pick one. It's just if we'd have bought one of the other ones, maybe it would have been like, oh my god, it's terrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
Never again.
Yeah. No, if you're looking for a double IPA that's got some little bit of might behind it, I think you'd like this.
Yeah, and like you said, kind of, it's interesting because a lot of times that citrus component is at the end or leads. You don't usually see it in the middle, mixed in. It was
right,
but yeah, it's mixed up in there.
Yeah,
underneath the peanut shell. Hidden beneath the shell of the peanut.
It's a peanut grapefruit. I don't know what that is. what that is. I don't know. I really like this. That's
good.
really tasty, and definitely a different path than the things we've had over the last few weeks. Not only the summer stuff, but the saute being a little bit on the lighter side, and those kind of things. We've kind of gotten back to our IPA roots.
Yes, coming back to an old friend.
Yeah,
style.
an old friend and definitely a good choice. But if you're looking for other choices, definitely head on over to the website at AboutBeverages.com, where you can find not only the tasting notes for this beer from Rough Draft Brewing Company. I just want to make sure. Sometimes people don't throw the brewing at the end. I've noticed that.
Right.
I just kind of assume, and sometimes they don't. But because I think actually speaking of, it was like Dogfish. It's like Dogfish handcrafted ales. Like they don't actually say Dogfish
Brewing. Right.
Yeah.
Dogfish Head or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. They Dogfish Head handcrafted ales. How else would they be crafted? By feet?
No.
Foot crafted ales?
Well, maybe I guess they, as opposed to all the mass, not mass marketing, but the
large.
I guess they have to be
mass market
in
large
one way.
Yeah.
Well, we know what they're getting at when they say handcrafted.
No, I just thought it was still funny.
Artisanal.
That's right. And while you're there, definitely become a fan of us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. We appreciate if you're watching us right now on YouTube. That's awesome. Please leave a comment if you've had this beer or if you know of some of the other ones. Which one we should try next. Would definitely love to know about that. You can always send us an email, which we've got down here at the bottom. We'll see if we can
follow Rough Draft on Twitter. If they do that, maybe they'll start following us.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely have to check out what other things they've got going on. But yeah, it just goes to show you if it comes from San Diego, it appears to be pretty good option.
They know what they're doing.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.